We're Fred and Sabina May. We're from West Milford, New Jersey. Not too many East Coasters here, but that's us. I have a quick story for you about how Fred and I met. We met on a blind date, first semester freshman year in college during exams. I had a very steady boyfriend at home whom my roommate really loved, but on the particular night that we met, she had a double date with another girl in our house with Fred and a fella to go to a Rutgers hockey match and then have free ice skating afterwards. And about a half an hour before the guys were supposed to come, for my roommate and this other girl, she got a phone call from a boy that she had dated back home, who was going to the Coast Guard Academy, and the phone call went, "Hi, I'm downtown at the bus station. How do I get to your dorm?" So, whoops, 2 dates for the same night. So even though I had a boyfriend, she begged me, please come, just to even out the numbers. So after a bit of arm twisting, I agreed to go, and I ended up with Fred. Now, I had never been to a hockey match before, so I had no idea what was going on, and Fred, explained everything: red line, blue line, penalties, scoring, the whole route. And then Rutgers won, and we were allowed to ice skate. Well, I had never ice skated either. Need I tell you what that looked like? Fred kind of carried me around the ice, telling me how good I was doing, when in reality, if you remember Adrian from the Rocky movie, that was me out on the ice. But anyway, when we got back to our dorm, I said to my roommate, "Oh boy, I'm going to really have a problem with Fred." And she said, "Don't worry about Fred, you can dump him easily." And I said, "That's not going to be the problem." I was really smitten. I still am. 54 years later, here we are. So that's how we met. When we got married, it was at the height of the Vietnam War. Fred's draft notice came the week before the wedding. Actually, the day I bought my wedding gown, Congress changed the draft law to take graduate students, so we knew Fred would not be able to finish law school. And as I say, his draft notice came right before the wedding, but he was able to enlist in a program that guaranteed him OCS. So he spent the first 3 years of our marriage in the Army, including 1 year as a platoon leader up on the DMZ in Vietnam. When he returned to civilian life, he started his career as a registrar at City University of New York. His year in Vietnam was with the 506th Infantry, the same World War II unit featured in the movie Saving Private Ryan and in the Steven Spielberg miniseries Band of Brothers. He was very proud of that unit. It's a very famous unit. And today he is still on the board of directors of the 506th Infantry Association, which is a national veterans group, in addition to being their charitable funds chairman. So he oversees the college scholarships, the package project for overseas active duty soldiers, the Widows, Orphans, and Wounded Soldiers Fund, and the hospital visitation teams that visit the 506 wounded active duty soldiers. Needless to say, I'm very proud of him. As for me, I worked for many years as a hospital clinical registered dietitian. Years later, I had a small craft business with a friend. I considered myself very fortunate to be a stay-at-home mom to our 2 children. We have a daughter, Jennifer, who is now a family medicine physician and lives close to us, has her practice in New Jersey. She gave us 2 wonderful grandchildren. And our son graduated from West Point and is now a retired Army Black Hawk helicopter pilot. And he gave us our youngest little granddaughter. So we're lucky to have all of them. We've been very fortunate over the years to be able to travel to many foreign countries, virtually all of the Canadian provinces, a bunch in Mexico, and all 50 United States. We started our tenure here 13 years ago in an RV and eventually bought a house on Margaret, where we now spend our winters. We love it here. We love everything about it, the weather, the facilities, the activities, but most importantly, the people. They're just the best here. They're just the best. And we've made so many good friends from all over the country and Canada. So thank you for having us and for honoring us for 50 years of marriage. It's been great.
Now you know why she did the talking.
Tick tock, 6 o'clock, there's that old alarm again. Stand up, eyes shut, wishing I was sleeping in. Don't know how I do it, but